Well, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is a very pretty and very cold day. Went for a walk earlier, got some coffee. That was real nice. And here we are. Going to be kind of the usual drill. We'll probably stream for about an hour and a half. And as we've been working on these last couple of weeks, we'll continue with the road. That's kind of the thing. So I think I have enough stone and everything to get some work done, but we might need to do a little mining later on. We'll see how it goes. We're over here at Mingus, grabbing some stone and some tough bricks. And last time we did a live stream, we moved the road pretty far in this direction. All the way along here. It's got a nice little meandering zigzag thing going on. And then it starts to climb up just a little bit right here. And that's as far as we've got. Let's see, we'll set our spawn. Put some of this away. I think we double check how high we need to come up with this staircase. I think this is the elevation we want to be at, but let's double check. So if we're here, we'll drop down 1, 2, and then we come back up 1, 2, and then we drop down 1, and then we come up 1. So I think actually we want to be at this elevation. Let's double check our work here. We come up 1, go down 1, go down 2, come up 1, come up 2. Yeah, I guess this is okay. We'll figure it out. Let's see, let's grab this stuff. There we go. Have any dirt? I do have a little bit. Okay. So let's grab some blocks and just keep whittling away at it, I suppose. Let's see, we need tough bricks. We need stone bricks. Make some stone bricks. Okay. Well, hello, Ben. Yay, stream. Yes. Just got started. Just doing a little bit more road work. which will be my next village. I have been giving it some thought, and I talk about it a little bit more in the next episode, but as you can see, the road needs a lot of work. And so with these live streams, we're going to work on the road. And I think we'll keep working on the road past the bridge to the next village, but we won't do that village until we get there. I think we're actually going to move west. Yes, west, towards the jungle, towards the desert. It's going to be harder, a little more challenging, I think, because there'll be some more bridge building and some weird terrain to navigate, but I think it'll be cool. I think I'd mentioned, excuse me, that I built a swamp village. You know, those don't occur naturally, and it turned out really cool. And so I'm excited to do a jungle village as well. Anyway, all that to say, west. We're going to go west. The desert village that we found, it was just kind of right on the coast. So as we go in that direction, it's just, you know, a little bit over there. But I think we're going to go through the jungle village to get to it. So it'll be a little more convoluted. It'll be cool. Okay, let me figure this out here. We're going to go, let's go here a little bit. Plunk. And then another one here. Curves and elevation changes are just the trickiest thing for some reason. Okay, and then we're going to go up a little bit. Let's go here, like so. And here. Something like that. Yeah, I mean, the best thing about a plan is you can always deviate from it. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that I think is going to be some fun work. I'm trying to fish my tea bag out of my tea here. There we go. Yeah, Jungle Village. We've been using Tough, as you can see, just a little bit in the side here. And I think it just adds a nice little accent. Feels a little bit overgrown, but not as overgrown as like a mossy block. But I think we might use a lot of this in the jungle because that greeny color I think is real cool. We'll see once we get there. Yeah, see, I thought about that a little bit too. I think Auntie Nick had suggested a similar thing of like changing it up depending on either biome or the character of the village. I haven't decided. Maybe, you know, I like the palette we've got because these blocks are all pretty easy to get, to be completely honest. We found a trial chamber, so I could just mine all the Tough I want out of that. And then stone and cobblestone are pretty easy to get. But like in the desert, it might be cool to do some different blocks, or you know, once we get into a snowy area, you know, we might do something different there. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Kind of decide as we get there. Okay, let's see. This is where it starts to get a little bit more tricky. Let's get rid of this. And yeah, that'll be good. Okay, let's sleep before the monsters all come out. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleepy time. There we go. Ah, delicious. One thing I like about this area is like we can see the iron farm off in the distance. So there's like this landmark we're moving toward. And then similarly in this direction, you got this really cool looking village up on the top there. And then you can see the bridge just sort of peeking through just ever so slightly. I just think that's really cool. If I bumped up the render distance a bit more, you know, we could potentially see more, but I just don't think my computer will do it very well. Let's see here. We're going to... Let's go one more block in this direction. Maybe. Like that. And then if we switch back to the full blocks, too skinny, but good. Man, it's hard to tell. It's probably good. 1, 2, 3, here. Okay, let's fill all this in here. Something like that. Okay, we need that. We don't need that. We do need that. Where over there? And what am I missing? I'm missing just regular stone. That's a cool idea. I've never built a like cross-world rail system. I did a little bit on my previous Let's Play world, a little bit of like a subway where I went underground to kind of connect different areas, and that was fun. I say it loosely because it's mostly just mining. I built stations, but the in-between was kind of unfinished. But having an overland rail system, that would be very cool. Let's see, look like that. Like so. Go here, here. Awesome. Okay. Take one more look at it. I don't know what I did here. What did I do here? It's a full block. That better? That is better. Okay, let's grab some half bricks or half slabs here. Need those. Need those. A couple of those. And some of those. Great. One thing this week that was kind of a bummer is I'm a pretty big David Lynch fan, and David Lynch died the other day. He was 78, so, you know, it wasn't like he was young, and he was a lifelong smoker. he was diagnosed a few months ago with emphysema. He's kind of housebound, couldn't go out. So, you know, it wasn't a complete and total shock that, you know, he was ill and that sort of thing. But it's just such a big part of why I like to be creative, and I just love his work. It's really weird, which is fun. It's really challenging, and yeah, it's just kind of a bummer. Had some friends over last night, and we watched Blue Velvet, which is a film he made back in the mid '80s, and yeah. Do one of these and one of those. Take a look at it. Good, great. We don't want this stuff here. Where'd my dirt go? There it is. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Okay. And I think this is the level we want to be at, I think. And so I want to continue this toward that pillar. And my shovel, I don't know if it can handle it. We might have to go heal this thing up, but we'll see how far we can get here. So we want to kind of just go like that ish. Okay. And then here we'll kind of continue. Let's see, where's the pillar? There it is. Something like that. Something like that. So, Dune, the most recent film that came out, Dune and Dune 2, was done by Denis Villeneuve, who's a great director. Really great director. He also did the movie Arrival, which I think is one of the best movies in recent memory. He also did Blade Runner 2049. Just a really great storyteller and visually makes really great looking films. David Lynch did a version of Dune back in the 80s, and it's become a little bit of a cult classic. It's one of those things where it was early enough that there weren't really visual effects like we have now. Things, you know, weren't computer generated. It was very much practical effects. So I think, to be completely honest, bit off a little more than he could chew. He didn't have a lot of creative control as far as the edit, so he sort of distanced himself from the film because he didn't feel it was his complete, you know, vision. And critically, it was a little bit maligned, but like I said, it has become a bit of a cult classic. So yeah, it's a fun watch if you like Dune, and it's interesting to see the differences and similarities between the old Dune and the new Dune. Let's see if I can figure out how to move this path across here. Oh, sun's going down again. Sleep times. Nighty night. There we go. David Lynch films are notoriously difficult to understand sometimes on first viewing. They're very surreal occasionally. They imply things but don't implicitly explain them. And some people find that very frustrating. And then some people think it's very fun and very cool. So with Dune, because it's such a peculiar and weird story, it sort of lent itself a little bit to that, you know, like as far as motivations or why things are the way they are. Didn't have to do a lot of explaining because it's just, again, implied that these people are like this and blah, 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 blah. I think, personally, Denis Villeneuve, Denis does some other films, but his sci-fi is my favorite. So Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, those are some of my favorite films of his. He does some other more human drama films that I find hard to watch. They're just not my style, my shtick. But yeah, a lot of the other David Lynch films are much more noir, I guess. You know, like the small town police person trying to figure out what's going on. There's a seedy side to the picturesque town that we live in. Things like Blue Velvet or Twin Peaks or Mulholland Drive all kind of had that thing of it seems perfect, but it's not perfect, and it's actually troubling. Anyway, if you ever get some time to check out a David Lynch film, I really enjoy them. Yeah, it's pretty straight. Might need to clean that up a little bit, but we'll do that later. Okay, I need to do more digging, and I don't want to break my shovel. Okay, something like that. And then obviously, as you can see as I dig across, we'll have to build up some of this as well. So we'll hang on to the dirt for that. Over here, there's a big old hole in the ground. And I might just cover it up. I don't know that I need to explore this necessarily. Because we've got mines and things where we can actually kind of explore a little more controlled. But maybe we'll explore it. I don't know. Looks scary. Do. Okay. Continue with this side here. I'm going to need more tough blocks. Looks pretty good. We'll do the other side and then we'll sort of shore them up a little bit so that they're parallel to each other. Tough blocks. Not so much. Got a little bit of polished tough. Let's actually replace a couple of these with Polish tough. Cool. And then we can turn the polished tough into tough bricks. Okay. Going at such a weird angle. And then we'll go up a little bit more here and connect up with the village. All right, let's do the other side. Okay, come up like this. Oops. I think we're doing it. Man, it's hard to tell if this is a straight line or not. Straight-ish. Like I said, we'll have to do a little massaging afterwards and fix it. There they are. Do. It's pretty good, actually. Okay, let's grab our shovel again and move some of this. Let's see, what else is going on in Toddland? I booked a trip. I might have mentioned that on the last stream. I can't remember when I booked it. It was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. But I booked a trip to New York. I'm going to go in April. Last time I was in New York was 2016, so almost 9 years ago. That time was my first time, and so I did a lot of the touristy stuff, you know, went to the top of the Empire State Building, and I went and saw the Statue of Liberty and, you know, stuff like that. Like you gotta. So this time I'm gonna stay in a little less touristy of an area, a little bit further downtown, and eat a lot of great food and go to some nice cocktail bars and some historic areas and just kind of explore a little bit more of that kind of stuff. pretty excited about that. New York is a really cool place if you haven't been. The thing I think that is coolest about New York is it is exactly like it is in the movies. It's like a movie character. It's exactly what you expect. And I've just never found any other place like it. In the United States, there's a lot of space between things. And as a result, you end up with a lot of suburbs and stuff like that, where things are really sprawling or designed for cars, so you have to drive to get there. But New York is among the older cities in the United States, and it's just a very grown-up city. Like, there's nowhere else for it to go except up. So the roads are what they are. You can't change anything. And so it reminds me a little bit more of like what you would get in a European city, a very grown-up and developed city. And that's just a cool feeling. And people live very compartmentalized. The neighborhoods are less than a mile apart, but they all have a different quality to them or different personality. Very fun. There's another bat. There must be some sort of cave or something over here. Maybe the one that we saw over there pokes up over here. So that's weird that we're getting bats. I'm gonna run out of stone. Getting there. Not sure if you follow the this bat's following me. Not sure if you follow the development cycle of the game, but the first snapshot, or second snapshot, actually came out of the year, and some of the spring drop features they're starting to work on look really great. Oh, we got off path or off track a little bit here. Should be over there. They added in a couple of pig variants, and there's a lot of rumor right now that they might add in some other variants. Just did it again, didn't I? Need to go out a little bit more. That maybe. In the code, they added in a category for barnyard animals, and that means pretty much, cows, pigs, chickens, that kind of thing. And then they added the pig variants, and so there's some speculation they might add cow variants and chicken variants and stuff like that, which I think would be kind of fun, kind of cool. I like it when the biomes, all have their own thing. So close. Well, let's see, I need more dirt. Okay, that looks good. We'll figure this out later. How does that look? Pretty good. Once we start filling it in, I think we can even things out a little bit, and then obviously terraform the sides so there's dirt supporting the path. This is where I thought the path was going to end up. I think that'll work out fine. Okay. Let's fill this thing in. Gonna have to relocate my donkeys. Okay, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I do need that, and that, and that, and that. Yeah. Grab a little bit more stone in case we need it. Great. Okay, now we try to be random. Okay. Do I have dirt? I do have dirt. Let's fill this in real quick. Oops. Dirt. Oh, ran out of dirt. Dirt. Great. Okay. I've been spending a little bit of time doing some of the close to final mixing of the next batch of Minecraft music. Pretty happy with it. There's some really different stuff in it. There's a couple of new songs that I've written, and then there's some stuff that are songs that I've just been sitting on for years that I finally kind of got around to finishing. So I'm pretty happy about that. Always feels good when you have something in your like to-do folder that you finally get to check off. I think it's going to be 6 songs. And mostly the type of stuff I do, you know, the jazzy, quirky video game music, but there's a couple that are a little different. Okay. How are we doing? We're doing pretty good. This will make it look like we got a lot done. Sun's going down again. Sun go down. Sleep time. Betty bye. Nighty night. Sweet dreams. Here we go. Yummy. My mom bought me some tea. Total change of direction here. I drank a lot of coffee. I love coffee, but in the morning I'll usually do tea just because you don't have to clean up filters and all that. You can just kind of make hot water and you're good to go. And a lot of the times I just drink Earl Grey or just black tea, things like that. And there's a thing they apparently do at Starbucks they call a medicine ball, or the people who buy them call them that. I don't think it's actually on the menu. But it is like jasmine tea with peach tea and mint tea. And so you need a bunch of tea bags to make it. But it's a really yummy combination. And then you put it in water or lemonade, hot lemonade. And so it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a hot toddy without the alcohol. Just really yummy flavors. If ever you're stuffy or that kind of thing, it feels like kind of thing that would just kind of clear you up. So that's what I'm drinking right now, is this concoction of jasmine, peach, lemon, and mint. It's yummy. Highly recommend. I don't actually own a coffee maker. I always either go out for coffee or just drink coffee at work. We have a coffee maker at work. I don't have counter space for one, so that's been the biggest reason why I don't do that. And then, like I said, I'm just lazy in the morning. The whole ritual is not exactly interesting to me. Some people are real into that. They like to grind their beans and put it all together. Not me. No, thank you. Okay, let's see here. We've got cobble there. We'll do cobble. Yar. Sort of random. And then we'll do some andesite. Like so. And then just fill in the rest. Do I have more stone? Uh-oh. We have a stone problem. Do we have stone up here? No. Do you have stone? You don't. Oh, you do. Thank goodness. some. But yeah, we're getting low on stone. Gonna have to do some more mining. Okay, let's do some of that. Do. Trying to be random. Random-ish. I was going to ask a question and I totally forgot what it was. We were talking a little bit earlier about Jungle Village. I can't remember. Oh, this road is real wide, isn't it? Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to come in and shave this down a little bit. That's not a big deal. That's not hard to do. So I think I'd mentioned the villager trade rebalance experiment running on this world. And what that means is different villages trade predictable things. So like the librarians will always trade the same books. So for example, in a swamp village, you will always get mending books, which is a cool thing. Because, you know, go to your swamp guy and he's got the stuffs. I can't remember what the jungle people trade. It's on the Wikipedia article. And then the other thing that the cartographers trade is they trade village maps. So you can find the other villages, which I think is a nice feature. You can, of course, just put your seed in chunk base and kind of look it up. But I'm a fan of like doing it in the game rather than relying on external tools. There are some things like, for example, the Nether. Unless somebody told me and I actually looked it up, I don't think I would have ever figured out that you could build a portal. The game doesn't really tell you that. They've since added in ruined portals, which sort of hint at the idea that, you know, there's like a thing called a portal, but they still don't really implicitly describe the game mechanics. Like, you have to kind of figure it out. They did a weird implementation in the ancient cities where underneath the big portal frame thing, there is a redstone room that sort of shows you how to do certain redstone mechanics. I don't think it's a well implemented explanation. You know, it still implies a pretty significant understanding of how redstone works. But at least they tried there. I wish they had like a manual kind of like spread out throughout the game. Like you would find these books that would explain how redstone works, or how to brew certain things, or how to craft certain things. You know, unless you look it up, you would never know how to craft certain things, or know that you need to go find a certain ingredient to craft something. The crafting book does share, like, you know, if you have this, you can make this. But if you'd never bothered to go get the the thing, you would never know. And so, yeah, if they had like lots of manuals that you could find, at this point, I don't really need them to, know how to play the game, but it would also be a fun, like, collect them all kind of thing if there were these individual books. So anyway, that's my 2 cents for Mojang. So close. Sun going down, sun's going down. Yeah, this road's way too wide. We'll have to shave down one side a little bit. Sleepy sleep. Nighty night. All right. So close. We're so close. Okay. Voila. Okay. Let's put some torches on here just for fun, so it doesn't turn into a mob farm. Okay. Let's reevaluate here. Let's see, where did we go wrong? I feel like we could kind of scoot over here a little bit. Have that one and that one. Hello, Enderman. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. We're okay. Now let's do this side. I think we're just generally way too wide. So let's just start cutting the edge off here. and then we'll go back through and kind of trim it in tough. Did I hear lava? Might have been hearing things. That feels a little bit more reasonable. A little bit. Let's do a little test here. Let's put some dirt. Yeah, that seems much more reasonable. Although, like, when I see that, it just looks skinny. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, that's closer. Okay, so we need to trim the side, and then we need to terraform this. Let's do a little bit of that so we can get some of this dirt out of my inventory. Don't really love it when you do this sort of thing where it's like a path and then it just sort of, you know, like it's built on top of a dirt mound or something like that. I think it looks a little phony. So we might need to do some more significant terraforming in the future, so it feels more supported, more substantial. Okay. Doop. It's such a weird angle. I don't know why I'm overthinking it so much. That's an ugly tree, I just realized. Let's going on here? That's so weird. We'll see how it goes. Maybe once I get the little walls with the lights on them, it'll look more finished or something. Just looks so weird right now. That all my dirt? That's all my dirt. Let's see, did Donkey have dirt? Nope. How about you? Nope. All right, well, I know I've got dirt up here. Let's go grab that. I'm gonna need a ton of dirt here too to terraform this thing. Oh, sun going down? Yep, it is. Dirt. Okay, dirt, 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 dirt. Sleep. Okay. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Okay. This still looks pretty terrible out here. Not great, but fine for now. Dirt, 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 dirt. Okay, let's figure this edge out here. Douglas Gordo, thanks for joining the stream. Nice to see you. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I was very pleased with it. I've never built, I built bridges obviously because you gotta, but I've never built a suspension bridge. And I was pretty nervous about it turning out any good, and it turned out all right. I'm just working on a road and just having the worst time as far as making it even. I cut an edge off, and now as I'm looking at it, it feels really crooked and unfinished, so I'm putting some of it back now, and I feel like I'm just undoing what I just did. Maybe that's better. Who knows? Who knows? This feels so far out here. I can't tell. I can't tell. Maybe that's better. Eventually this road is going to keep going beyond the two villages we have over here towards the jungle. And I know we're going to run into some rivers. Nothing this high in elevation, but we will build more bridges. So I'm pretty jazzed about that, because this was a cool project. Not... what's the right word? The complexity was in making it look real and not in the actual construction. You know, you're mostly just stacking blocks to make towers and spans and things like that. So that wasn't hard. As far as the curve of the cable and all that, that was the tricky bit. Oops. How did we do? How are we doing? Pretty good, I guess. I think once we get the lights in, that will help define it a little bit more. And we could, of course, put some plants and trees and things to frame it up a little bit. I think I'm going to call that good for now. Widen some of this here. Yeah. And then once we bone meal some of this, it'll tie it in a little better. Let's move our donkeys again. It's been a bit, but we're moving along here. This needs to move. This needs to move. Do. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I want to do. Curves in a block game. Yeah, you are not kidding. The road, when I started the stream, that's like the first thing I said is like, this is not going in a straight line. Plus, we have this elevation change. And when you get it, it's really nice. It's like, ah, yes, what a cool feeling to, you know, curve and climb. But man, building it it's tricky. Some people are so good at it, you know, when you get into like the hermits as an example, you get B-dubs and Scar, and they build these things that are just incredible. Don't know how they do it. Put you there. Take the bed back. And did I give him the thing? I did. Perfect. Douglas, do you play on a server or do you just play in a solo world like I do? I thought you had a solo Let's Play, but I didn't know if you played on a server or not. Where'd my donkey go? There he is. Go. And let's go grab my chest. Yeah, I did a server for a while, and the thing that was hard about it was I have a really difficult, oh gosh, bad guys. I have a really hard time juggling more than one world at a time. So when I have my single player world and my Let's Play, one of them suffers, is ultimately what happens. And so, yeah, I've been just doing single player for quite a while now. And I've got a long way to go on this world, but I'm considering doing another server once I'm kind of done with this world. Because I'd like to just focus on one world. But it's also fun to play with people. That's one thing that's cool with this world is the villagers are an okay stand-in. You know, they are something to interact with rather than just this big world of buildings that you create. So the villagers have been fun. I don't have anywhere to put all this, do I? Let's see, I want that, I want that, I want that. I want that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And let's run this other stuff up to the base. The other thing that's tricky with a server is people are flaky. when I was on a server and it's raining, we had so many people come and go. And people mean well. It's just, as an adult with adult things to do, it's hard to balance all this. So I get that. I can't fault people for that. We're not, professional content creators where we can devote 40 hours a week to just making videos. Put some of this back for now. Hang on to that. It'll be nice when this is done. All right, let's grab this stuff. So I think on the next live stream, we could potentially get this all connected up to the village here. We're really close. And I've done most of the hard stuff as far as the changes in elevation and the curves, things like that. Still got a bit of terraforming to do down there. Still got to install the lights and do some bone mealing, maybe a couple trees, things like that. But that is great. I think I've got some lanterns up here. Let's go check real quick. Lanterns. If I was a lantern, I would go in this one. Yeah, I've got a bunch of them. Let's grab some of those. Do I have some walls? What am I using? Am I using stone? I think I'm using stone. Sun going down? Hard to tell. Let's see here. Where did I leave off with the lights? Right at the top here. Put one like here. And maybe one here. Those too close? A little close. We could probably spread it out a little further. Maybe down here. Then we'll come down here. And then maybe at the bottom, wherever the bottom's going to be, somewhere over here. Cool. That looks all right. Still need to landscape, but it looks straightish. Pretty even. So yeah, pleased with that. Nice. All right. I think that's about it for me today. The next episode will come out. Well, I'm going to keep doing my little Legacy Let's Play videos on Fridays, mostly just talking about game news and rumors and things like that. Some people seem to like them. Some people don't seem to engage as much, but we'll see if we figure it out. And then Tuesday, the next Empire Let's Play series will come out. Still working on that right now. And then we'll plan on Sunday streams for the immediate future. And then in March, I think I'm going to switch them from Sunday to Saturday, just because of how my days off are going to land. But there's just a ton of road work to be done, and the streams seem to be the best time to do it. Nice. So, thanks everybody for popping in. I appreciate the conversation and the hangout and all that. Hope everybody has a good week. And yeah, like I said, we'll do Tuesday, Empire, Friday, Legacy, and then Sunday stream. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.